Hey everyone, this is weather forecaster Liam, and in today's video of TRA weather, I'm going to have the latest on yet another nor'easter that will bring a very icy and wintry mess to parts of the northeast. And a tropical disturbance is going to pull in a lot of moisture from the Pacific Ocean and bring widespread rain and snow to the west. We'll time all of that out, and also have a look at the temperature outlook for the next 3 days, and a TRA weather quick announcement. All of this is coming up right here on TRA weather. Alright, here's that announcement. I am very happy to inform all of you that I will be having a graphics update in the next video of TRA weather. Everything you have seen here on TRA weather is going to look different, and the only things that are staying the same is my intro and logo. My plan is with these new graphics is for them to look visually better, easier to understand, and help with time consumption for making these videos faster and more often. I really like how they turned out, and I hope you do too. Make sure to tune into the next video to check them out, along with a few other added features to TRA weather. Okay, now let's get to your low temperature forecast for the next 3 days, starting with Tuesday. And as we look across the United States, looking pretty average for this time of the season, maybe a little chilly as you go into the northwestern, north central, and northeastern portions of the United States when you start getting into those low 30s and mid 20s. But other than that, pretty average. But that does change as we go to Wednesday night's low temperatures. You can see a cold front starts to appear in the north central and northwestern portion of the United States, bringing widespread low 20s and teens. That's going to continue to make its way eastward and will eventually engulf the entire United States. But for right now, much of the eastern half of the United States is dealing with cool and mild temperatures, especially as you get further south. Look at that. Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma dealing with low 60s for overnight lows. Pretty nice temperatures there. We go forward one more day to Thursday night's low temperatures. That cold front just continues to make its way eastward. Again, will eventually engulf the entire United States. Should get to the Ohio Valley region by Thursday night. Start getting to portions of the south central United States like Oklahoma, Kansas, northern Texas, and we'll just continue that trend going on into the weekend. Alright, here's a look at the current National Weather Service hazards map. And it's rather quiet right now. We do have a few winter storm watches for the higher elevations in the southwest and northwestern portions of the United States. But we also have a few flash flood watches in southwestern Arizona and southeastern California. That's due to that tropical disturbance that's going to be bringing in a lot of moisture to the southwestern and western portions of the United States, going to be bringing a lot of rain and snow, which is also why those winter storm watches have been issued. Have a few wind advisories in western South Dakota, but what probably caught your attention the most is in the northeast, where we have winter weather advisories across Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and eastern New York State. So let's get right to the future radar forecast from the NAM model, and the time will be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And right now, already starting to deal with some rain and freezing rain for portions of the Northeast. And that'll be a reoccurring thing going on into tonight and into tomorrow. Starting out as either rain or freezing rain, working over to sleet, then eventually over to snow for the more interior portions of the Northeast. Let's go forward to 1 a.m. Eastern Time Tuesday, very, very late tonight going into Tuesday morning. Most areas dealing with rain, but some of it will be freezing on contact. That is freezing rain shaded in that pink shaded area. Maybe some snow also trying to mix in eastern New York State. Go forward again to 6 a.m. Eastern Time Tuesday morning. Big change here. A lot more blue on this map. That is an indication of snow for much of Maine and eastern New York State. Maybe also possibly getting into western Massachusetts and Connecticut, but most other areas staying all rain. Go forward again to 12 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday. A lot of snow still going on in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. Some rain sticking around, but at this time it's mostly all snow. Go forward to 6 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday night. Only a few lingering snow showers left in northern Maine, and hopefully by 10 p.m. Tuesday night, everything will have worked its way on out. So how much snow could we be expecting from this nor'easter? Well, according to the NAM model, most areas will be seeing between 1 and 3 inches of snow, but some of the higher elevations could be seeing between 4, 5, maybe even 6 inches of snow. But the highest snowfall totals will be in northern Maine, where you will be seeing a possibility of 7, 8, maybe even 9 inches of snow the further north you go. But I'm not totally concerned about the amount of snow we see with this event. What I'm mainly concerned about is the ice accumulation. So when you're talking about freezing rain, all you really need is a tenth of an inch of ice to cause some pretty decent problems. In this case, we're talking about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch of ice in some portions of Maine, Vermont, and maybe even New Hampshire. And that definitely is going to cause problems if this model does hold true. We're going to expect a lot of downed trees, power lines, power outages with a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch of ice. I really hope this model is wrong and this does not happen, but be prepared if you do live in portions of Maine, Vermont, or New Hampshire, even eastern New York State, on that ice accumulation, because you could have some serious problems going forward into tonight and into tomorrow. Okay, here's about the winter storm. Snowfall will be low. Not expecting too much snowfall with this event unless you live in very northern Maine. Most areas will be seeing between 1 and 3 inches. Snowfall rate will be low. Cold temperatures will be low. And what I mean by that is how cold the temperatures will be during this snowfall event. And they're going to be struggling just to get to freezing, so not going to be very cold. Wind will be high, could get some wind gusts between 25 and 35 miles an hour the closer you get to the coast. Ice is going to be high. Expect some pretty decent freezing rain ice accumulations with this storm. Prepare for power outages and a lot of downed trees. Also, power outages will be high, as I just stated. And the storm info for this is for Monday through Tuesday. The main threat is ice accumulation, and the lowest threat is cold temperatures. So let's transition over to the central and western portions of the United States. We're still on the NAM model, and the time is 12 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday. We're dealing with some rain and snow in the northwest, not quite dealing with that rain in the southwest yet, but that'll change going on into the latter part of the day, 7 p.m. Eastern Time Tuesday, starting to deal with some rain in Arizona and southwestern New Mexico, and still dealing with some rain and snow in Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. Go forward again to Wednesday morning, very early, 1 a.m., mainly, I would say, Tuesday night, dealing with a lot more rain across Arizona, New Mexico, starting to extend a little further than that now, and still dealing with a lot of snow across Montana, maybe even starting to work its way on into northwestern North Dakota. Go forward to 10 a.m. Eastern Time Wednesday morning. Not dealing with just rain now in the southwest, but some mountain snow across Utah, Nevada, and Colorado, and dealing with a pretty large swath of snow across Montana, and now heavier snow into North Dakota. Go forward to 4 p.m. Eastern Time Wednesday evening, still dealing with that snow in the north central portion of the United States. Still dealing with rain in those same areas, maybe extend a little further eastward now, and some heavier snow now for Utah, Colorado, and Wyoming. Go forward again to Wednesday night. A lot of rain now across the central portions of the United States. Still dealing with that snow in those same areas, and maybe a little heavier as we go further on into the west, into southwestern Utah and central Nevada. Go forward to 4 a.m. Eastern Time Thursday morning, very, very early in the morning. That rain continues to push its way eastward, maybe some snow on the northern side of that into Minnesota, South Dakota, and Nebraska. Still dealing with a lot of mountain snow in the southwestern and western portions of the United States. That'll just continue on throughout the day. And as we go forward one more time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time Thursday night, still dealing with that mountain snow across the southwestern portions of the United States. Some of that snow could work its way on into western Kansas, western Oklahoma, and northern Texas. But if there's enough moisture there or not totally sure on that. I'll keep you all updated and informed on that as we get new model data. And here are your snowfall totals from the NAM model from this storm event. Highest elevations in Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and in Arizona could reach between 10, 12, 16, maybe even 20 inches once you get into the highest elevations in those states. And as we go to the north central portions of the United States, that snow event that we had up there, Montana could see anywhere between 6, 10, and 12 inches of snow in the highest elevations. But as you go a little further eastward, northern North Dakota could see between 4 and 6 inches of snow. Same for Minnesota, Wisconsin, and northern Michigan. And last but not least, to your 4-day rainfall totals from this storm event. Could see anywhere between 4, 5, maybe even 6 inches across Arizona, southeastern California, southeastern Nevada, and southern Utah. And that is a very good sight to see in California. Any sort of rainfall in that state definitely going to help with the wildfires they've been having there, put out any current wildfires, and help prevent any new wildfires from happening. If I get any additional information on the nor'easter and this tropical disturbance we have in the western portion of the United States, I will keep you all updated and informed on my Twitter page at TRA Weather. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you haven't already, like and share this and subscribe to my channel TRA Weather. Thank you. See you next time.